Dan Illman, Matt Bernier, the feature race at Del Mar on Saturday is race number 5. It's the $100,000 Desi Arnaz Stakes. Let's take a look at this field. Only a field of 6 two-year-old fillies, but we've got some talented ones in the lineup. Let's begin with the morning line favorite, the number 6 Dream Tree for trainer Bob Baffert. This is an Uncle Mo filly that sold for $750,000 earlier this year. She took all the money. I mean, she was 4-5 in an 11-horse field last month at Santa Anita. She was very, very wide. She opened up a big lead in the stretch. What happened? Was she looking around, or is that runner-up Midnight Basoo the goods?
Well, I think it's a combination. Also, look at the fractions. I mean, they went a legitimate clip out there, and she was out there 5 wide, basically pressing throughout. And she put away the other speeds. They finished up the track. They're still running out at Santa Anita right now, and she got a little bit tired at the end. She's expected to get tired at the end. It's also worth noting, not only did Midnight Basoo close the gap down, they were about a country mile clear of third. I think the top two are both very good.
Blinkers come off for start number 2. A lot of times handicappers will look at this and say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But Bob Baffert does this often and with success.
Yeah, normally takes him off. I want to say it's something like 4 for 9 over the past year or two.
And the good ones.
The good ones do it. Stakes caliber runners. That doesn't bother me in the slightest. The thing that could bother me potentially is stretching out to 7/8, where there's going to be some other speed too.
One more stride though in that last start she loses. She just held on. The wire came just in the nick of time, or else it would have been Midnight Basoo coming into this race off of a debut win. Now she was 21-1 in that race. I like the fact that she took some dirt. She came from mid-pack, and she really was digging at the end of that race, and she galloped out a mile ahead of Dream Tree. Do you think the 7 really helps her?
Absolutely. I loved everything about her most recently. I thought that was one of those instances where you give her additional ground, she's going to get the job done. I think if you go 2 turns with her at some point down the road, I know she's Midnight Loop, but on the bottom, the dam was a graded stakes winner. I have no knocks against this horse. I like everything about her.
She is 3-1 on the morning line. That makes her the 3rd choice. And a rider switch on Saturday to Rafael Bejarano. I want to take a look at the Timeform US Pace Projector, because we do expect Dream Tree, even with the removal of blinkers, to be forwardly placed. Right alongside her is the number 2 Miss Bad Behavior on the Pace Projector. Miss Bad Behavior stalked and pounced to a deserved victory last time out. She took on some good company in her first 2 starts and acquitted herself quite well. I think she's okay.
Yeah, I agree with you. If you go that 2 starts back, Alluring Star, we saw she was the runner-up in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies. You go to the debut, Petey Bianchi ran very well in the Juvenile Fillies as well. From a speed figure standpoint, this filly fits. I think Baltus has done the right thing. Just, let's not throw her into the deep end completely. Let's make sure that she gets through, finally breaks through. She's got the big speed. She was supposed to get the job done last time. I just didn't like that she was so late to change leads, and it seemed like she was flashing her tail a little bit. I don't know if it's a soundness thing or a goofiness thing, because again, she's only raced 3 times, but from a speed figure standpoint, she makes a lot of sense.
Diego Pereiro rode Miss Bad Behavior in her maiden win, rode Midnight Basoo in that maiden start on October the 27th. He'll be aboard Miss Bad Behavior. What do you think of this pace projector? We know Miss Bad Behavior has gas. Those were some very fast fractions she chased last time out. Do you think they're going to allow Dream Tree to maybe clear off, make the lead, and try to get to the outside with a similar trip as last time?
I don't know, because I have to be honest with you. Do you really want to potentially get put into a box in that position? I think you want to use your speed. I wonder if the blinkers coming off is a sign that on the outside they want her to try to relax a little bit so she doesn't get cooked in another duel. I also wonder, I know she's last on the pace projector. The only way Smiling Tigers can win the race is if they go. I would be very, very surprised if she was last early.
Smiling Tigers, though, her only lifetime win came against fellow Calbreds. It was a rather moderate pace she pressed en route to that impressive win, only with a 65 Beyer speed figure. Not the cleanest of trips last time out in the Golden State Juvenile Fillies. There are a lot of questions that she has to answer. Whether she's even fast enough to run with these horses early, even with aggressively handled.
I suppose if that's a scenario, I just look at it and say, again, I don't think she's a likely win candidate, but I think the only way that she can win is to try to clear off and wire the field.
Richard Baltus trains the 2 Miss Bad Behavior. Also the number 5 Secret Spice, a gate-to-wire winner, 2 starts back at Santa Anita. Sort of an even performance last time out in her first race against winners, where she showed speed and then backed off. Maybe Baltus sort of uses Secret Spice to go after Dream Tree early.
I have to be honest, she's the one that I look at and say, from a speed standpoint early, I think she could be the one that could be a headache for some of these other girls that have got speed. I wonder if she's the one that goes. If the 6 Dream Tree goes with her, so be albeit then misbehavior can tip out and kind of work out a similar trip to what she had last time.
Upwardly mobile buyer profile for the number 1, Steph being Steph. She has already stakes placed. She finished ahead of Secret Spice last time out at Santa Anita. She has a nice stalking gear. I don't think she's completely out of this. I think she's a horse that you might want to consider more underneath in trifectas and exactas.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I don't think she's a live sort of win candidate, but I think she can certainly round out things at a big number.
Let's put up our picks for the Desi Arnaz, race number 5 at Del Mar on Saturday. We both like the way Midnight Basou showed professionalism and courage in the stretch, never showing any quit, digging in late. She was by Dream Tree 1 step after the wire. We think this pace has the potential to be fast. We'll give her a chance to break her maiden in the stakes race.
I like her a lot in here. She's kind of one of the horses I'm looking forward to on Saturday most. I know she's 3-1 on the morning line. I made her 9-5. I think she has a giant chance in here. And again, if this pace does cook early on, I know she can come running on at the end.
362 for Matt, 362 for me in the $100,000 Desi Arnaz Stakes, race number 5 at Del Mar on Saturday afternoon. If you're playing the entire Del Mar card from home, please consider DRF Bets. $300 sign-up bonus waiting for you when you head on over to drf.com/fall and use the promo code FALL300. Again, approximate post time for the Desi Arnaz, 2:30 Pacific. Good luck.